my whole life has changed. I have changed, everything has changed, and like, of course my journals are gonna reflect that, and it's just acceptance. Hi everyone, this is Tina with Overall Adventures. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been a year since I've been on YouTube, and I don't really understand how that's happened. I'm not gonna overthink it, we're just gonna chat. I'm gonna break this video up, I think, into 3 sections. 1, just like a general life update. 2, journal update, and then 3 would be a channel update, which is kind of laughable, but whatever, we'll get there. So hi. It's nice to see you all. It's been so long. General life update, here we go. Wow, I had a baby. I had a baby a year ago. He is 1 year old and like a week, maybe, almost a week. Nyla's here to say hello as well. She's doing very well because I know there'll be people asking and wondering. Nyla's 13. My baby is 1. We've been in this house for a year and a couple months. Like, how is this all happening? I don't know. Time is moving fast. However, I will say that the first year of his life has been very slow. very slow. But everything is going well. I would say that having a child has been the best thing and the absolute hardest thing I've ever done at the exact same moment. It's like, it's so strange to have like such like paradox of feelings and like experiences happening at the same moment. Like, I just adore him. My son Hank, I just adore him. And it's also really hard being a parent. So I feel like it's been such a journey. I feel like I intended to come back to YouTube after my maternity leave with kind of like with work. And then it was like 3 months. I actually ended up having a fantastic maternity leave through work, but it was like 3 months and I was like, okay, I'll come back. And then I was like, I am not ready to come back. Like, it is so exposing. It is so, I just felt so vulnerable as a new mom. I just wanted to be in a cave. And it was kind of great for me having a baby in November because I like went inward. I spent the winter in hibernation, and then we like emerged with springtime as like a new family. So it worked out for me having the baby in November, and then like 3 months in, it was like what, February, March, whatever. And I was like, I am not ready to talk to you all. Like, this is so, it was so hard, and I just needed to kind of like be in myself. And then more time passed, and then I was like, I'm going back to work. Like, how can I possibly manage work and a baby, let alone YouTube? Like, that's insane. So that wasn't gonna happen. And yeah, and then just time kept going. I don't know. And now we're here. I will say, like, well, I guess we'll talk about that in the life update, or in the channel update, but like, I work full time, I have a baby, I barely, like, it's just a lot to juggle. My family jokes that like our phrase, as like Luke and I have say all the time, is like, it's a lot, and it's a lot having a baby and managing a house and working full time, both parents. So it's been really good. What else do I want to say life update wise? Yeah, still working, still in our house that we adore. Just like getting into like lots of different like homemaking stuff. Like, we're really starting to like dig into our land and like learn about this, and like we really want to be kind of like homesteadish, even though I don't know what I'm doing, but like we're kind of like leaning into that and just like adjusting to our life. I mean, this is the first time for Luke and I that we are like building and like grounding ourselves with roots like in a place, and it has been like equally amazing and terrifying as well, and hard. So it's been really good to like kind of start to settle. So overall, I'm doing really well. Hank is doing really well. Luke is doing well. Nyla is old, but she's doing well too. And then we have a new cat friend, Millie. Hank calls her Lala, so it's probably, her name's Lala. And you know, the cat is an interesting being of herself. but we're happy to have her here as well for our little family. So overall, I'm doing well. Hank is the best. He's so cool. He's so cool. He's so fun. He's so gentle and kind from the jump. Like, I mean, obviously I'm biased and I love my son, but I really love my son. Like, he's just kind of go with the flow kind of kid. He is obsessed with food, obsessed to the point where we had his first birthday themed was Hanksgiving because he's obsessed with food. He was corn for Halloween. Like, he's obsessed with corn on the cob. He's just so much fun to be with. He's so much fun to like watch because he's curious and it's just, he's delightful. So we're loving every step. He's not walking yet. He's almost there. So I'm curious to see, like, is it going to be a week? Is it going to be like 2 weeks? Is it going to be a month? Like, I'm just kind of like waiting. And then we think he might have said his first word, but like, how do I know? He says la la to the cat, but then he also says la la to Nyla and other things. And then he definitely says dada. He doesn't really say mama. But I think he's saying wow, like he's pointing to things and being like, wow, wow. So maybe he's saying his first word. I don't know. So that's life. That's a life update. Ask me questions in the comments if you want to know anything else. Okay, journal update. I had no idea what having a baby was going to be like. I had no idea how that was going to impact my journals. But come back home from the hospital, I would say the first 3 to 4 months, like when Hank was like full potato phase, I journaled so much. Like, I feel like I spent 3 months in bed, but I didn't feel like I pretty much spent 3 months in bed with my baby and my notebooks, and it was comfort. So newborn sleep so much. So I feel like I was always kind of like holding, nursing, and journaling at the same time. I have lots of pictures of just like us with notebook, like him in the boppy pillow sleeping and me just like writing away. So it was key. My journal, like, it just makes sense to me. Like, when I go through huge life phases in my life, like, that's when I dive into my journal even more, and having a baby was no exception. Like, I just leaned into it. I actually stopped my A5. It was like so intimidating, and I just like went to a small pocket so I could like journal with him, like easier in bed, filled that up super quick, and I felt like I journaled like 4 or 5 times a day. I journaled at the middle of the night, I journaled at 4 o'clock in the morning, I journaled at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, anytime I had a thought, it went out onto the page. So that was really great. However, as time moved on and he got more and more mobile, I felt like my journaling just like went down. Like, I just did less and less. And then I went back to an A5, which I feel like was a mistake because it was just so big, intimidating, hard to take around with us. And then I just started to feel sad, like more and more sad that I wasn't writing as much as I had at the beginning of postpartum new baby life. And so then I just kind of like stopped, and all of a sudden I just wasn't journaling. And that was like kind of freaky for me, but also I was so in the moment that, you know, that's just what was happening. I was just focusing on my son and my family. And so then I went back to a small pocket. That just didn't work. I feel like I have not found my groove. Like, I had my groove at the beginning and then I lost it somewhere along the way. And now, full swing, like coming back to November, I feel like I am back in a little bit of a groove, and it is all because of the Hobonichi. So all year I use the Hobonichi A5 Cousin as a planner, and there are the daily pages in the back. I did not know what to do with those for a long time. I used them as gratitude. Now I just use them as journaling, and like, I just let it go. I'm like, okay, 1 page a day for me is okay for this phase in life. And I have just like accepted it. I have accepted it, and I have another notebook, but I'm like not beating myself up about writing every day. I write every single day a little bit in the Hobonichi, and like, that is good for me. So I really miss it. I don't have the time that I used to have. I mean, I used to journal for an hour a day, at least in the mornings. First thing when I would get up. I don't have that luxury anymore. So one day I'll get back to it, but I do feel like the Hobonichi is working. So I'm just kind of like, I'm just leaning into it and just accepting it. I did keep up, I have like a little notebook of letters I've been writing to Hank, so I've been doing that like sporadically. I also did like a full baby book for him where I was like every month like taking, you know, like his little favorites and little things, milestones, things he was doing. So I did maintain that as well. The Hobonichi, and I think that's it. Yeah, so I still have like, there is the piece of me that's sad. Like I'm not journaling as much as I used to, but like, hello, my whole life has changed. I have changed, everything has changed. And like, of course my journals are going to reflect that. And it's just acceptance. It's hard to drink on camera. And last but not least, a laughable channel update. I shouldn't even call it an update because I have literally no idea what I want to do. I feel like this is literally just me asking you all, like, can you help me figure out what I should do with this channel? Because that's really what I want to ask you all. Can you help me figure out what to do with this channel? I'm just going to be really real for a second. Really real. I have done YouTube on and off for over 10 years. I have made, I can't even tell you, I make less than $20 a video. Truly less than $20 a video. The amount of time that I spend editing, all the things is so much. And now that I have a baby and I work full time, Luke and I also have a side hustle or two that we do, running a house, all things, like $20 a video. Like I am at a point where I need to, this is Mildred, I like the cat. I'm at a point where I need to make some money on this to justify like me continuing to spend this much time on, wait, hold on, let me just check something. Okay, good, it's working. I had a moment of panic of like, is this recording? To justify this much time like away from my son, right? I mean, right now he's not here, but you know what I'm saying? So help me here. What can I do? I need some more income on this channel to keep going. How should I do that? I've never been a person who has tried to sell anything on this channel. I have promoted other people, other businesses, other artists. I'm coming to a point where I'm like, I need some kind of like income from this. Also, we have a house now, so our expenses are up for sure. So that's a thing. And I also like, journaling is so specific and there's so many other things that I do that you all don't even know. Like I am so into food and like bulk buying things and attempting to be a homesteader. Like I feel like that could be kind of interesting. Trying to have a garden at some point, trying to do bees, trying to do like quite a few home projects. I'm super crafty. I'm always like doing stuff that could be kind of fun to watch. Like, do you want to see other things, or are you like, no, Tina, you are a journaler and that is why we are here. Stay in your lane and we will just like support you till the cows come home. I don't know. Like, what do you think? I also have like really been digging the Hobonichi. I've never really made Hobonichi content. I think I have a couple videos from right before Hank was born on the Hobonichi. So do we want more of that? I'm not a planner though, so like, help me. I've also been thinking like I could do some journaling meditations where like I walk you through kind of like a journaling session where you write along with the video. What do I do? Do I do Patreon? Help me, because I kind of want to be back. I mean, YouTube is so different. I can't do shorts. It's just, I'm not going to do that. But like, what do I do? So that's my update. That's all you're gonna get. So leave me some comments, please help me out, and we shall see where this goes. I do know, because I filmed Hobonichi 2024 unboxing, so that will be coming. But other than that, we are an open book, we are a blank page, so keep me posted, and it's so nice to chat with you all. I'm wishing you so much creative fire, and let's chat soon. Peace.